Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse with another weekly update from the Structural Building Components Association, better known as SBCA. It is the last update before we are going to be at BCMC. And I hope everybody that is watching this and is in the industry, it's going to be a great time. We got a lot of people showing up. It is just one of them that, it's that time of the year. It's go time. It's time to put all the planning aside and go out and execute. So a couple notes. Today, Thursday, is the last day to register online. If you don't get it in today for whatever reason, you are still welcome to register on site. We've got a special booth area on the registration desk. You go talk to Jennifer. If for some reason you're not an SBCA member and you're thinking about coming to BCMC and you want to get the deal and you want to join, you can still join over the weekend, fill out that paperwork, get that ball rolling to where it's not as lengthy of a process. Jennifer would greatly appreciate that, as well as everybody in line behind you. But it is one of those things that, if it's last minute and you're like, hey, I've got some time, I can make it to Milwaukee, come on out. We would love to have you there at BCMC. There's going to be all kinds of different things that's going on. A reminder, the 4 different levels at the Baird Center. First floor is going to be the exhibitor meeting rooms. So, if you're doing a software demo or something like that, I think Ford has got kind of a place for their customers and people to interact. So some really cool stuff there. Second floor, that's going to be where the registration is at, as well as the education rooms. So that's the level you'll come in from if you're walking over from the Hilton or the Hyatt. The Hilton, you got a little bit of a maze to walk around. We'll have signage to guide you. The Hyatt, you should dump right into the new part of the Baird Center and then kind of take a left and you should run into registration there. Third floor, again, I've said this before, it's kind of weird to think that all that heavy equipment is going to be on the third floor of the building, but that's where the exhibit halls are. Third floor on that. So look forward to seeing a lot of people out on that exhibit hall. And then the fourth story is where the general sessions are going to be at. So the keynote, the economic forecast, the industry roundtable. The only way to access that, if you walk from the Hilton into the old part, you got to go in, walk to the new part on either second or third floor, and then take the escalators up to the fourth floor. So that's only accessible via the new building, which is, I believe, the north building on the Baird Center. But talk a little bit about, what we've got going on here. We've got the foundation dinner happening Tuesday. We still have some tickets available for that. If you'd like to attend, reach out to our staff, specifically Jennifer, if you're on site. I know there's going to be a few people that are like, oh, I wish I forgot about getting tickets. So I'd still like to do that. We got a few available, not a lot, so don't wait. But make sure you reach out to myself, Allie, or Jennifer to get you on that list. Get you registered for that. Beyond that, Wednesday is looking to be a great day. We've got our kickoff speaker, our keynote, Damon John from FUBU, amongst Shark Tank fame and all kinds of different stuff there. I had the opportunity to see him last year, and he was phenomenal. It's a really great way to set off kind of the start, the expectation of any kind of conference. He does a lot of cool things, brings a lot of energy. I won't ruin the surprises, but he does a great job, and he loves doing it, which is really nice to see in this day and age. So look forward to that. Beyond that, we're going to have the show floor open. Make sure you get out and see all those vendors, have all those conversations. We've got education sessions. They're going to be great. So the show floor and the education lineup is one of the best that I can remember for BCMC, and that's saying a lot. Having been a BCMC committee member for a lot of years and doing the few things the last few years as staff, it really shaping up to be good. Thursday, we're going to have the economic forecast with Todd Tomalak from Zonda. I'm also going to do the executive director address, I believe, on the front end of that. So, get a little bit of update about what's going on with SBCA in a little longer format than what we do here. But, kind of what we have done in the last year and what we're looking forward to in the next year. So if you're interested in SBCA, make sure you catch that. Beyond that, again, show floor, education sessions. If you've been to BCMC, you kind of get the gist of what we got going on there. Beyond that, Friday, we've got a tour up to Richco. Justin Richardson, and his team really have done a lot of work. He was telling me a few things that they were doing on their buildings, but it should be a great tour to see that. You'll be next to a really cool golf course too, if you're fortunate enough to be on that tour. I think it is sold out, but you might have some wait lists or something there. But we also have a tour for more framer oriented, a CLT building, the Ascent MKE, I think is for Milwaukee. But I believe it's the tallest, or at the time it was built, the tallest wood-based structure in the world, 25 stories of wood. So some really cool stuff there. I'm going to try to sneak into that tour maybe as well. But there's some cool stuff going on. And really, thinking about it, make sure you're there to have fun. Make sure you're learning, you're networking, you're engaging people. I know it's easy to kind of, climb back into your shell at those types of things, but, strike up a conversation, have a couple questions. Where are you from? What you do? What do you think about this weather type stuff, which is supposed to be pretty darn good for October in Milwaukee. Highs in the high 60s, lows in the 40s and low 50s. So make sure you dress accordingly, especially if you're going to be out there on the run, the bike, golfing, any of those other things, or just walking to and fro. So beyond that, wear comfortable shoes, drink a lot of water, take care of yourself, make sure you are still something, you're not just disheveled going back home, because there's going to be a lot to do when you get back home, including implementing all the different things that you've worked on throughout the week and what you learned going to BCMC and Framer Summit. So in closing, one other thing that this kind of marks, for SBCA officers, we've got a 2-year term. So, we're just continuing with what we've got there. But on the Framers Council, Chris Breedlove finally got out of the hot seat there as president. He is transitioned into past president, and Pedro Loureiro, with Nomad, he's going to be stepping into the president role. So I want to thank Pedro for stepping into the role yet again. He was president before Chris, kind of given some transition to the next president after that here in about 6 months. But Chris had done a great job. He's been so much fun to work with, and he knows the stuff. He knows, he's got a calm demeanor. He, handles everything that gets thrown at him. So he's been great to work with. Appreciate him for the multiple years that he served in that. So if you see Chris, thank him as well, and congratulate him on moving on. And then Pedro, I don't know if he's going to be at the show, but we're thinking about him and everybody on his staff too. So beyond that, looking forward to meeting everybody, seeing everybody. Feel free to stop me, have a conversation. All of our staff, we want to be there to engage and have fun and make it the best show that we can for you. So if there are any things that pops up or anything we can do, let us know. Or if there's things we can do better for next year, we're always looking to improve. There's small iterations, and that is something that our staff has done a really good job on. So with that, looking forward to seeing everybody next week. Till then, peaks up, press on, travel safe, and we'll see you in person next week. Goodbye.